The footage you're watching is from a zoo in Poland. A baby ape was born recently, and all of its family members are eagerly waiting for the baby to start drinking its first milk. But why are they all gathered together like this? What's going on? Well, apes aren't known for being the best parents. So let's find out, how does apes feed their children? Apes are considered the closest living relatives of humans, sharing about 98% of our DNA. But despite their intelligence and similarities to us, apes don't show the same level of care when it comes to raising their young. Unlike human mothers who cradle their babies and gently feed them, ape mothers have a different approach. When the baby ape was born, it immediately started crying, which caused the mother ape to become anxious and move away from the infant. This is a common reaction among ape mothers. They usually retreat into a corner or climb into a secluded spot, and during this time, the mother ape doesn't directly interact with the baby, but she lets other female apes, usually her close relatives like sisters or daughters, come closer to the infant. These female apes will take turns grooming and cuddling the baby while the mother observes from a distance. Sometimes the mother even allows the other apes to carry the infant around. The mother ape won't get too close to the baby until the infant is around 6 weeks old. She still might not be very involved in feeding and comforting the baby, but she starts carrying the infant on her back when they go out to gather food. Now, if the mother ape decides to reject the baby, it won't be long before another female takes over. Mother apes often choose to be less involved in parenting, preferring to focus more on themselves and their own needs. In fact, they can be quite selfish. Female apes that are closely related, like sisters or mother and daughter, tend to be the ones who help raise the baby ape. In some cases, these female apes might even take over the role of the mother entirely, adopting the infant as their own. However, there are also instances where male apes play a part in raising the baby. Male apes, especially those that are fathers, will show affection towards the infant by gently touching and grooming the baby. They lions also be attentive to the baby's needs and will often be seen carrying or holding the infant. In general, apes rely on a strategy called alloprinting, where other individuals within the troop help take care of the young. Alloprinting is common in many primate species, including apes, and it provides several benefits. It allows mothers to spend more time gathering food and reduces the risk of infant mortality. In a troop setting, there are more individuals available to watch over the infants, increasing their chances of survival. Additionally, it helps to socialize the young apes, exposing them to a broader range of experiences and interactions with other troop members. This socialization is crucial for their development and prepares them for the complexities of social life in the ape community. One interesting aspect of ape parenting is that both male and female apes can contribute to the upbringing of an infant, although females tend to play a larger role. While most mammals rely on lactation as the primary form of infant feeding, apes exhibit more flexibility in feeding their young. Despite being mammals themselves, apes don't always exclusively breastfeed their babies. Instead, they may resort to giving their infants a milk-like substance called vitrola. Vitrola is secreted by specialized epithelial cells located near the infant's mouth and nose. It serves as a temporary substitute for breast milk and can be produced by both male and female apes. This adaptability in feeding methods highlights the resourcefulness and problem-solving abilities of apes in providing nourishment for their offspring. Apes typically give birth to one baby at a time, although twins are not unheard of. From the moment the baby is born, it can cling onto its mother's body, but the mother ape won't actively engage in feeding or carrying the infant. The baby stays with the mother until it's ready to be weaned around 4 years old. During this time, the mother will gradually introduce solid foods into the infant's diet, supplementing their nutrition beyond milk alone. Once the baby ape reaches 6 months old, it will start consuming soft fruits and mashed vegetables. As the infant grows, the mother will continue to diversify their diet, incorporating more complex foods such as unripe fruit, leaves, bark, and seeds. By the time the baby is 3 years old, it should be able to eat the same food as adult apes. While the mother ape is primarily responsible for providing food for herself and her child, sometimes other female apes in the group will offer some of their collected food to the baby. However, it's not uncommon for the mother ape to completely ignore the infant, leaving it to fend for itself. If the mother ape is interested in carrying the baby on her back, other female apes will take turns carrying it. Interestingly, the infant will stay with the mother's chosen carrier throughout the day, sleeping while being carried and only being put down to play or eat. When the infant is carried, the baby ape will grab onto the carrier's fur and sleep peacefully. Adult apes typically walk at a steady speed of 3 miles per hour, but they can easily increase their pace to 6 miles per hour when necessary. So, even though carrying a baby might seem inconvenient, it's actually quite safe and comfortable. Baby apes are fully dependent on their mothers for the first 6 months of their lives and are unable to survive without her. After 6 months, the mother ape will gradually introduce solid foods into the infant's diet, reducing the amount of milk they consume. However, the baby ape will continue to drink milk up until it's around 4 years old when they finally weaned. If the mother ape is carrying a new baby, the weaning process will happen earlier, typically when the infant is around 2 years old. Female apes reach sexual maturity around the age of 8 to 10 years, while males mature later, between 10 to 12 years. However, they don't generally start breeding until they are around 15 years old. Apes typically mate during the day, and females are receptive to mating only for a short period of time each year. Consequently, pregnancy lasts about 8 months, after which the mother ape gives birth to a single baby. Although twins are possible, it's quite rare. Infant mortality rates in apes are relatively low, and most apes live to be around 60 years old in the wild. However, it's not uncommon for some individuals to reach the age of 80. In captivity, with proper care and a nutritious diet, apes can live even longer. On average, apes sleep for about 11 hours a day, spread out in multiple sessions throughout the day and night. Sleep is essential for apes as it allows them to rest, restore their energy, and maintain optimal physical and mental health. It's during sleep that apes experience a decrease in body temperature, slower breathing, and a temporary paralysis of their muscles, which helps in the repair and rejuvenation of tissues. In conclusion, apes may not be the most attentive parents, but they do have their own unique ways of raising their young. Mother apes can be somewhat distant and aloof, but their offspring are well taken care of by the entire troop, ensuring their survival and socialization. Baby apes are adorable, but they also require a lot of care and attention. As they grow, they need to learn essential skills for their survival in the wild, such as finding food and avoiding predators. Fortunately, they have a support system in place that can help them learn and thrive. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about apes. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on future videos. Have a great day and see you next time.